Hi guys, Dr. Cliff Olson from Applied Hearing Solutions, and in this video I'm talking about why my patients get better outcomes than other patients. Coming up. I think there are several things that really result in my patients having really successful outcomes, outcomes that you don't typically see with hearing treatment. The first one really is spending that time understanding the individual. So many professionals will just treat based on a hearing test alone, but I think that overlooks a lot of individual characteristics of people, of individuals that have different listening demands and find themselves in different environments and want to hear different things. If you overlook the personalized aspect of understanding who you're working with, I think that treatment outcomes will suffer. Secondly, I really feel like following industry best practices will result in better outcomes as well. And the thing is that the hearing industry has these foundational things that need to be accomplished and that have been identified by research as resulting in better outcomes with hearing treatment. So why wouldn't you want to use one of those or use best practices, right? And what research also tells us is that only 30% of hearing care professionals will use these best practices, which are the basic fundamentals of getting hearing treatment right. And if you don't follow those, you're setting yourself up for having unsuccessful outcomes right off the bat. The third aspect is something that I think I take a lot of pride in. No, you know what? I do take a lot of pride in it. The third thing being attention to detail. There are so many little details that need to be taken into account, even when following those best practices that I talked about before. If you don't follow those processes and do it with extreme amounts of precision, treatment outcomes will suffer, right? I mean, you might still have decent outcomes with your hearing treatment, but at the end of the day, you won't be at your absolute maximum if you don't follow those best practices with extreme amounts of precision. If there is a fourth thing, I really think it's making sure that my patients understand that what I'm doing. I mean, if they know why I'm doing every little thing that I'm doing and I explain to them why I'm doing it and this is the result if we do it this way or this is the result if we do it a different way, it really helps them understand what is happening. And when you understand what is happening with hearing treatment, it really allows you to be more of an active participant in controlling how the treatment is going. So, for instance, I had a patient who was having a lot of trouble in background noise, right? Which is not an uncommon complaint, but it's the way that they explained what their hearing difficulty was like that led me to make an adjustment in their hearing aid programming that allowed them to function better in that situation. Not only that, but them understanding how they're going to perform in a certain situation based off of the changes that I did make will let them be better prepared when they go into that environment. At the end of the day, a lot of hearing care professionals will treat hearing loss very well, but you have to be careful. Some of them will not follow these best practices. They won't find out what is important to you to be able to hear. They won't do things with the level of care and the level of attention to detail that they should in order to get you these maximum results. And then really, when you end up having bad outcomes, there's no reason there, you don't understand why, right? Because you haven't been included in that whole process of determining what should be going on with your hearing treatment. So it's very important. I think those are the things that really set the success of my patients apart from everyone else.